All right, so today we're testing Solinco's 28 inchers. And if there's anyone who knows what an extra inch can do, it's Simon. So the crazy thing about the 28 inchers is they're 28 inches. I've never tried anything this long before, and I assume you haven't either. I don't know of any other 28 inchers on the market other than the Serena. That was a lot of racket to handle anyway. So both of these are only available in the 16 by 19 for now. So you're gonna get a little bit more lift and a little bit more spin opposed to some of the 1820 regular XTD options from Solinco. This is actually my first time hitting the Blackout, so it's kind of a 2-in-1. And if there's anything if there's anything that really surprises me about these 28-inch options, it's how easy it was to adjust to them. I feel like I'm able to find the sweet spot a lot easier than I'd expect, especially off my forehand. Okay, you talk. So I'm really noticing Simon doesn't seem like he's jamming himself, especially on the forehand, compared to, how he would usually play. He's found his groove just as easily, and it seems like he's getting more effortless depth than he might usually. How's that whiteout feeling for you, Simon?
Well, it just feels like it's hard to talk and hit at the same time because I'm rusty. But overall, I think that we tried the one that's a 1/2 inch extra, and that just simply was not enough. So we both went to the full inch, and honestly, it feels like maybe this is what I've been supposed to be hitting with the entire time. That could just be me, but I honestly think as someone with terrible movement and footwork skills, and just generally I'm tall.
Have you ever shanked that many balls in a row?
Not with the shaft this long. But it does feel like I'm able to swing really easy and take just easy cuts at it, but it seems to be kind of lining itself up in the middle of my frame a lot better. And as you said,
you don't seem to be having issues adjusting and being late at all. Like, you look like you're totally on time, as much as you would usually be, if not even more.
Yeah.
So like, my concern with the 28s was that it wasn't gonna work with my Taylor Fritz forehand. Because a lot of the time, the more whippy kind of action, you think that extra inch might get in the way. But they've really kept the weight manageable on these, and it doesn't feel like they're dragging through the air at all. They swing very similar to a normal racket. And these kind of stretch drops, okay, that was just too good of a drop. You want to trade?
Sure. My main takeaway with this is it's instantly playable. There's no real adjustment, at least on my part. And it just feels like you don't have to take that extra step, which is huge for me. And I don't know, I really like the sensation of it. I'm swinging just as easy as if I was trying to hit a controlled ball, but getting a little bit more power.
Yeah. Whoa. This is also my first time hitting a whiteout in the open pattern. I've really only tried the 1820. And one of the main concerns with the open pattern on the whiteout was the launch. I strung this today with Coraline Wasabi Green, and Oh, the control is absolutely there. I strung it at 49 pounds, so I didn't even have to go up in tension. Too good. And it was still fine. How does that Blackout feel? Because that's your first ever Blackout.
I haven't had any other hitting experience with the Blackout. It certainly feels, the sound immediately is quite a bit different.
Like that thing is kind of competing with your Pure Arrow, right?
I'd say it certainly feels more like my Pure Arrow than the Whiteout. Easy power, feels like it lifts the ball for you.
But I feel like the connection to the ball,
way more connected than the Whiteout.
Way more. This Whiteout feels quite unstable compared to the Blackout, especially on the off-center hits.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I just want to quickly talk about the 27.5 incher. Like, do you need to go with that full 28? Are there any downsides? Oh. Much lower launch angle on the tight pattern.
You see what happens when you lose half an inch?
Yeah, you just performance dies, hey?
Oh, nice shot.
I still like this tighter pattern. This XTD 27.5. It is the 1820, and you might have seen already, it is my racket of the year. Because I think the shorter inch, or the shorter, and so I think, you know, to get the amount of maneuverability they got with, okay, now I can talk. To get the maneuverability that they need to get out of that 28 inch, which it has great maneuverability, especially for the length, I think they did have to take some material out of the hoop. And you can feel that the shorter racket, in terms of layup and everything, it feels more like the standard length. And I think the standard length probably feels the most stable, the most rock solid, especially on those off-center balls. You don't lose much. Oh, sorry. You don't lose much with the 27.5. But I think there's a little more of a drop off. I think there's a little more of a drop off center. A little more quivering. It's not that you don't have power, it's that the racket just doesn't feel quite as confident, and I don't think that's the string pattern.
The real question is, does size matter?
Of course.
And can guys get away with an inch less? Or does everybody need?
Why would you? To me,
it's a good point.
Why would you, when you can get a perfectly good Blackout? I think I'm just gonna finish this video off just with a quick little trip to my standard length. Do you want to try the
0.5?
Yeah.
Sure. It's just like, it's gonna be tough. You go into the locker rooms after a match and everybody compares, you know, handle sizes. You don't want to be the guy caught short.
Well, if you have a 28 inch, you got your handle sticking out of your bag at all times. It's too long.
Exactly. If you have a 27, you better really know how to use it.
And still this 27. It feels normal. It's what feels normal. It's what feels comfortable to me. But I feel like, has my speed dropped? Like, I feel like your depth has dropped without a doubt. And that's only losing half an inch. Like, you were hitting 3/4 court and now you're hitting half.
Yeah. That could just be my vast and wildly different levels from minute to minute, but I agree.
No, always blame the racket viewers, never blame yourself. In terms of stability and solidity, mine does feel the best, but it does have weight added. Oh! What is up with you? But it doesn't feel as free. There's an ease to the 28 inches with the 16-19, that especially for rallying, is just like, hilarious. Okay, so at the end of this session, I'm finding myself kind of wanting to pick up the Blackout again. The free power was addictive and it takes it to another level with the extra inch. Do I think it's something I'm gonna switch to? Probably not, because I have to continuously review rackets, and switching lengths all the time is not something I want to deal with. Which do you feel like you're liking the most?
Oh, I think I might have to go for the big black one.